What's going on, y'all? It's your boy GDQ.
You real Walter Ford.
What's good? It's your boy Mac2301. And it's the Activated Podcast.
Oop.
Oh, man. What's
Boy.
up,
What's
boy?
good, y'all? Coronavirus.
Yeah, that shit's real.
We here. Episode 3, season 3.
Season 3.
Gotta give you them tunes just to cheer you up.
Hell yeah. I'll bring some joy to your day
How's
while
the
we in the crib in the living room.
How's the quarantine life?
Shit, it's good, bro. You know, drinking
I'm
some
starting
water.
a break, man.
Mhm.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm just resetting.
I mean, I don't. At this point, it's. I'm telling you, bro. I'm ready for it to be daily life. My work. They're saying definitely this next month you're staying at home. So I know it's about to be at least another 30 days.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
And it's going to
That's
be
crazy.
even more than that. But I'm telling you right now, it's for sure 30 days.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. Think about that. Your life may be completely different for the next 60, 80, 90, you know what I'm saying, days. 120 days.
150,
How does that
180.
make you feel?
I was saying, California's not doing too bad. I was just reading an article that was saying that basically California and Washington could teach the other states like how to handle this, because like for California to be like
because Newsom, it's really just Newsom calling their ass probably. No, I'm just playing, but they probably are helping them.
It's that yeah. Hey, Newsom a real one. Somebody was like, man, if Newsom ran for president, I might just have to vote for the boy. You know, but
he just
the New York government or the New York governor's not doing too bad either, bro. For a crisis like that, where
for what's on his doorstep, bro, like
much better than the federal government,
bro.
A lot better. We're lucky.
It seems like we are getting more help from everybody else other than the government.
Yeah,
you got Robert Kraft donating, you know, and the Patriots, they're doing what they're doing. You know, athletes are doing what they're doing, and all these other companies are working to do what they're doing. It seems like everybody else is helping, but the actual government. It's like, what are y'all doing? You know. But yeah, I gotta give credit to California. California's not doing too bad.
They got a whole bunch of backlog of tests, but when you look at the deaths, we're a lot less than other states right now.
And I mean, I'll take that. You know, shit.
Because there's a lot of hippies out here, bro. A lot of people ain't messing around. They're like, oh, what?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think California is a little bit more educated than a lot of other states. At least the general population. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be rude. You feel me? I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna disagree. Man, look at Alabama. Alabama's a prime. Alabama, Indiana, all of them states. Yeah, they'll tell you. Obviously.
And also we have a lot of resources too. So that's another thing is California has a lot of resources, anybody more than New York, more than tech, anybody else. We got a lot of resources to
we like an economy.
I mean, we're kind of like, you know what I mean? There's some missteps. I think there's a lot of missteps here and there, but it's better than a lot of states. And that, I mean, that's really good. We locked down kind of early, so that's good. Us driving cars much more than like New York or something helps a lot. So terrible public transportation actually helped. You know what I mean? Because we're not spreading it. We're not on the subway, shit like that. Only if you're really in the Bay. I mean, there's a couple reasons why, but it's still terrifying because there's a lot of states that still haven't locked down, which is bad because, I mean, it'll spread more and more.
Hey, what is that? Is that Bigg Mike?
Hello.
What's up, big dog?
What's happening, family?
How you doing?
Oh man, some more of it.
I'll say we into it. Just jumping in. We just talking about how California is doing a lot better with like handling this pandemic than a lot of other states and the government.
Yeah. Who was the governor? Was it Illinois or Alabama? Said we ain't California. I think it was Illinois because their governor is late on the dribble. You know,
like a lot of them are.
Yeah. I seen a post by the executive of Empire Records in Northern California, Godwin. You know what I'm saying? And he said, "What y'all think about California being its own country?" He said, "Hence, that means Newsom would be the president." You know, I salute our governor right now. It's not a game. You know, this is not a game.
Yeah, it is.
And we was just talking about that too.
Oh,
he ain't wasting no time.
Bro, we didn't have a lot of bad governors. Pete Wilson, Duke Mason, Pete Wilson sent the state of California into a penal state. Jerry Brown, he's been our governor twice. Newsom's not playing in this time of crisis. You can't do nothing but salute the governor. You know, he got a hard job. He's also up against it with Donnie, and now Donnie's beefing with these governors like we on our own. You know, the nation is in shambles. You know.
Let me ask what y'all think about the Navy captain getting fired and saving a bunch of people like that, but still getting fired.
It's disgraceful. Look at his history, bro. He is a decorated naval captain.
An aircraft carrier.
I worked on a boat at an oyster farm. There's something about being a captain of how they feel about being the head of a boat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He should be saluted, you know, and not dismissed. It goes back, that feeds conspiracy theories. It's disgraceful. It's like, you know, you see I'm at a loss of words, man. From the last time I was a guest on your podcast, a lot has happened, bro. You know, and
it's only been a week.
It's only been a week.
It's only been a week.
Yeah.
You know.
But I think it's fried, bro. I think it's fried that that they like allow him to like I don't know. They allow him to help people and get punished for it. At the bare bones of it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you make black and white, you see what I'm saying?
Do you guys think it came from up top though? Like from Trump? You know, or do you think it was a military?
It's a higher up thing. Like you can't just fire a captain of an aircraft carrier who's in a deployed status. Like that's the thing about it is that the ship was in a deployed status. They were out to sea, but somewhere along the lines, some of them got sick and caught the coronavirus. And his whole thing was, hey, I know we're out to sea, but we're not in a state of war. We're not fighting anybody right now. Please let us dock and let these sick people off before the whole fucking ship gets it. You know, like we need help. Like, you know, the main things that they want us as people to do to protect the coronavirus, they can't do. You know, if you're sick,
or now you scared to do it because you think
I mean, but this is what I was explaining is that like they want you, if you're sick, to quarantine yourself. You can't quarantine yourself on a ship. It's a crammed spot. Like I said, my girl is on a ship. Like where she sleeps at, there's 10 other people that's sleeping within 10 feet of her. You know, You see what I'm saying? It's impossible.
And
It's impossible to do it.
They're incubation chambers, bro. They're straight petri dishes. That's why, bro, we have data from the Diamond Princess. We have data from the cruise ship, bro. We knew this 2.5, 3 months ago. You keep anybody in there for any more than a day, 2 days, everybody's getting sick. Everybody.
Yeah.
It's just a fact, bro. And so he saved a bunch of people.
I read
that's crazy.
They said it was bad choice of wording, as in he said no sailors deserve to die, but as a job as a captain of an aircraft carrier, and you hold all these lives in your hands, he did what he was supposed to do. No matter how it's being sugarcoated right now, I salute him. And it's a disgrace.
Yeah, exactly. They hit it. But they gotta find a way to hit him. They gotta find like a wording or like a path or like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's because it went to the public. He had to do it. He had to leak it to the public.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do.
He had to.
Oh yeah, no, of course. What I'm talking about is that's the charge that they had to get on him was his wording.
Yeah, his wording.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, what they say,
bad choice
of judgment. Bad choice of judgment and words, and not fired, but he has been relieved of his duties.
It's all good though. It's all good. It's all good. Cause I guarantee he's gonna be taken care of. Like regardless, no matter how it's fucked up that it happened, but he's gonna be good regardless, bro. You say
not if it came from Trump, bro. You know that fool does not like people sending stuff to the public, and so it could very well be coming from up there, bro. And
I'm saying
he does not like that at all, bro. That fool, he'd be tweaking on people like that, bro.
I know and that's what we were saying. Is like
exactly
you can't just fire.
A decorated naval captain, like he got years up there.
Yeah.
And the wording right now is relieved of his duties, but also knowing how prideful the Navy is, it might turn out all right in his favor. Like he might never be a captain on a ship again, but where do you go from there? It's crazy, man. The backlash of what's going on right now is crazy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, if people's mindset changed to, though, that it is kind of like a biological war, then that fool technically, he made a good decision. You know what I mean? A wartime decision. You're not at physical war with an enemy. You're at a natural war. So you just saved all your soldiers. You really.
I'm not understanding the common sense behind that. Like, how did that not make sense to you? Like,
that's the point. It's not supposed to make sense.
No. Because here's the thing. If you wanna punish him for the way he relayed the message, or letting it leak out to the public, punish him. You don't you don't know, man. Come on, man. And the thing is like, if and when it does ever comes out, like who made the call to relieve him of that duties, like you don't realize how much of a sour taste you leave in current and former military vets' mouth about that. Because when it comes back around, like that 1% of the U.S. military and all that kind of stuff, they're going to look back and be like, oh, so, but you care about us, but like when a captain tried to save his ship from dying of a potential pandemic, you fired him.
Yeah. Come on.
He didn't use the right language.
Preach.
There's not one military person I've talked to that didn't agree with what he did and found zero things wrong.
Absolutely. Man, you asked me, coming from a street perspective, I salute him. Common sense, you just said common sense. Common sense is not God-given. It's something you taught. It's a no-brainer what he did. Like, I'm looking at the news. Common sense is
so common.
Yeah. I'm looking at the news like he just saved those soldiers are under his care. He did what he took an oath to do. It's common sense. It's plain in your face. But when we have Mr. Orangehead Donnie on TV telling more lies than a con artist in the 70s, the lines are very blurred right now in our society of what is fact and what is fiction.
Or it's not even what's fact and what is fiction. It's what's acceptable when it's fact and when it's fiction. Yeah. It's your perception of the fact and the fact. It's like how you accept it. It's how you react to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah,
it's super crazy because I think it's more of like a change of a psychology. Because that nigga is dumb, but he's super smart at the same time. Because think about it. Think about every time that he talk about somebody, he give them a nickname or he gives something a nickname. So it's like a catchy thing. You know what I'm saying? It's catchy. So now I can relate to it and I can remember it and I can grab to it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm entertained. You see what I'm saying? People like being entertained.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like bro, and it's like a weird psychological thing. And now it's like that type of manipulation. I ain't gonna say manipulation, but that type of avenue or whatever you want to call it, they put that on how you accept facts or how you accept a person. You know what I'm saying? How you accept the president acting or just facts in general.
The world is entertaining. The world is entertaining his lies. Like, they're entertaining the lies. You know it's a lie and you still go with it. That means you're entertaining the lie.
It's more like, oh, it's Trump. That's just who he is. That's just what he does. Okay. It's more like that. It's more like it's accepted. Like, oh yeah. I mean, but you're right too though. Because they know they lying. In the back of our, in the back of people's brains, there's no way. You know what I'm saying? You can, especially if you watch him all the time. Think about that. People that really enjoy him watch him more than we do. People that don't enjoy him. So they actually see more of it. They see him lie more than everybody else. But in the back of their brain, you have to alter your reality, or you have to accept it. You have to find a way to accept it. You got to find like whatever your avenue, whatever well, I like him because he is bringing back this. I like him because he is doing this. I like him because he did this. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever people have to attach to that reason.
Yeah.
And when they attach to that reason, part of it with him is just that he can just say whatever he wants to, and that's just because it's him. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with him because he does this. He says what he wants to say, so he can lie to me because that's just him. You know what I'm saying? I like him because of his politics.
They accept it.
He's getting money,
and they connect to him in whatever way.
I like him because of the way he talked to. He racist. I like him because of the way he talked to people. I like him because the way I got a business and money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's helping my business out. You know what I'm saying? It's a different. A lot of people have a lot of different reasons.
Yeah,
for why we make decisions.
Yeah, I understand where you come from. It's like,
and that's why they accept him lying, because they like, oh, this is him. This is just who he is. But he helping my my ideas out. What I already thought, and he displaying it outwardly, confidently. You know what I'm saying, with charisma. He can lie straight to my face confidently. You know what I'm saying? People can't do that. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
So
the part I don't like
I think that's crazy.
Is how our society is. You get caught in a lie, especially in this time. There's no time for the entertainment. There's no time for the entertaining the lives. There's American lives dying every day. There are governors fighting with each other from the tri-state area. You got governors throwing other states under the bus of what they're doing and what we're not doing. There's lies about the supplies. It's crazy that the commander-in-chief tells the states you should have been prepared. The federal government reserve is just for a crutch. But then when you get caught day after day, because CNN is on his ass, they stay on his bumper, right? The tone changes every day. So it's gotten to the point with me, like, where I tap in with y'all. outside of my reporting of the culture on the plane and put my mind on it. It's gotten so depressing. I can only really compute like an hour of the facts and then just go to line, because now it's depressing when you really got to think about the depths, the back to last week, the misinformation, the flattening the curve, no entertaining conspiracy theories. Like, where is our country fucking going? Hold up. We're not even at the good fucking part of this shit. And I'm tired, like, I'm depressed. I'm like, you know what? Let me just give this shit like an hour a day and do my part, as in flattening the curve, staying inside the house, checking on my loved ones, and getting the facts. So when you do jump in these conversations like this, you're not just disputing he said, she said. You know, the shit's ugly, bro. The shit is very ugly.
It's tough, bro. I spend hours trying to figure shit out, bro, because I don't know. There's so much coming, and then I know there's so much of it that's a lie or misinformation, and it's confused the shit out of people. And that's a problem too. Is just everybody's so confused.
People attached to one idea.
It's different every day, you know what I mean? And people got so used to like shit in the news happening for a day or two and then it just changing and something else. You know what I mean? It's a new thing.
Like Ebola, H1N1.
Changes every 3 days.
People die from that shit.
Circulation for like 3 days. Or they find something new.
And that's the thing with Trump. People thought, you know what I mean? It's just another thing. Oh, yeah, it's just a hoax or whatever early on, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And there was a lot of people who listened to that and said, yeah, it's just a hoax or whatever. And that shit hurt a lot of people.
A lot of people attached to that idea. That's crazy you say that, bro. I just saw this.
He changes every day, bro. And you got to train your population to be able to understand things now. You know what I mean? There's so much misinformation and lies. It's a real skill to be able to look through things that are coming at you. And if you trust it or not, where's the news source? What are they talking about? Is it a lie? Is it true? Why would they say this? Yeah. Why wouldn't they say this? Why aren't they covering this? What are they, you know what I mean? And it's a real fucking skill now, bro. It's really difficult. So I can't blame people because they just want to turn it off. They just want to tune it out.
Yeah. Because it's overwhelming.
Yeah, bro, for sure.
Yeah. Your brain can only take so much, bro.
Let's talk
like you said, you can only take so much sadness, or like not sadness, but I guess negativity. You know what I'm saying? Or
you can only tolerate so much bullshit.
Negativity turned into depression. Depression turned into stress. It's let's talk about how dependent we are on China. This started in China. If the history book speaks for itself, this is the 9th pandemic that China has released to the world, brought to the world, in that region, if not just to say China, the Caribbean and stuff. It's been known that China over there trying to crack the code, splitting these genes, doing stuff they ain't supposed to do. Back to this. Go in your house right now and grab how many appliances, food, product of China, made in China. Let's talk about China just passed for a lick on Spain. This shit is deeper than rap. Spain sent China $480 million check for medical supplies because they are made in China. When the medical supplies got to Spain, over 48-something thousand of them were no good. The check been cashed. The check been busted. The Federal Reserve sends so many ventilators to Los Angeles, and they got to get kicked back to the Simi Valley because they don't work. Those ventilators were made in China. China is lying about the numbers of deaths and the curve and the mutations. But China is still busting checks for medical supplies because this whole world is confident on China. This shit is deeper than rap.
That is deep.
This shit deeper than rap.
There's a reason why there's a masks shortage, because early on when it was popping in China, all the Chinese citizens across the world started buying up all the masks, everything, right? So they knew, even just if you got a family member in another country, go buy the masks and send it over to us right now. And they did it everywhere. They knew. And we have a huge PPE shortage. We got soldiers in hospitals not having any gear, basically. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. And we knew early on this was coming, and we didn't do anything. We didn't start getting more PPE. We didn't start holding the masks. Nothing. You know what I mean? Absolutely nothing. It's been absolutely ridiculous. And it's because, look, 3M, they're the one who manufactures all those N95 masks. Those are the best masks you can get. But they manufacture them in China. So when this shit was popping, China said, no, you're not sending any of those masks you manufacture to anywhere else. We're keeping them here. So early on, they weren't even allowed to ship them anywhere else. China was holding them hostage, basically.
That's crazy. That is
I didn't
crazy.
know that either.
That is crazy. Our chief and commander is on TV lying. It take about 3 days for the truth to come out. You know? But he gonna lie off the top. He gonna go with a lie first.
Yeah.
And then point the finger second. And then try to cover up the lie on the third day. No, I never said that. No. Oh, that's a rude question. All right.
That's what it is. That's a rude question. That's a horrible question.
He said, you know what I think? You're a horrible journalist. Yeah,
that's what it is.
That's really interesting. That's an interesting thing too, bro. Like, think about that, bro. Think about how you allowed to say that out loud as the president of the United States, and nobody's like, why is he saying? You know what I'm saying? Nobody asking why is he saying this. They just saying, oh, he said that.
Like,
he said it. If I was a sister, I would have told him, and you're a horrible president. But she wanted to keep her job. I got a slick ass mouth like that. Oh, you're a horrible reporter. You're a horrible president. Get escorted out the building.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep. Real quick.
The funny thing is like, you'll lose your job. He won't.
You know what, though? I think people became really complacent with him. And when that fool was on impeachment trial, motherfuckers should have been in the streets rioting. You know what I mean? We should have been out there. People should have been out there really saying, let's get this. This is the time. This is the time. Because now we're about to go to another election. You think that fool's not going to win?
No.
He's either going to win or he's going to lose and say, I'm not leaving. Or he's not even going to hold an election because of this shit right now.
He has that power. I salute you, too, about the whole revolution rioting. And it's called, and we have to be careful when you say that in this time. But when you talk about that type of unity, who's going to make the sacrifice? We have gotten too spoiled and too scared and too luxury to even have a mindset like that. And who's going to be the first one to take a sacrifice to do that now? You know? And I totally agree with you. But we also put too much faith in the justice system and the Democrats to get it done.
And all the systems.
Democrat,
all the systems.
Now I totally understand why Nancy didn't go with her move in the front. You know, now I see, you know, because now he got a new wind about him. It's one thing to be impeached, but it's another thing not to be put out of office. So now he got a whole new second wind. He out there really showing his ass. If y'all look at it, he was showing his ass at first. He really showing his ass now. Like, you can't do nothing.
Yep. The Israel president got arrested a couple months ago. The president of Israel got arrested. He's still out doing his thing, doing whatever the fuck he wants now. That they arrested that fool. That fool got put in jail, and that he got released and is allowed to do whatever he wants. It's the same thing with that fool Trump. Like, they could have easily hammered that fool, hammered him with anything, and then they pick something like Ukraine, though. You know what I mean? To me, I understand why Nancy didn't do it earlier, you know, but to do it on Ukraine like that fool's up motherfucking laundering money, bro. His whole family launders money for crazy ass businesses all over the world. You're telling me that fool's not making billions by being the president right now and making crazy ass shady deals? They could have done anything, but something like Ukraine, it was a half-assed attempt. You know what I mean? And it did. It gave him a second win. Now he can do whatever he wants. For real. This fool is untouchable right now, bro.
I think the feds really got a rabbit in a trick bag. It's not like the feds are still not investigating it. It's not like the feds are scammers. And that's why he went so hard on the feds. But they've been so quiet. This is my personal opinion. The feds trying to book the whole family. Like, we're going to book everybody. But it's taking...
That's their whole MO, though.
You can't sue the president of the United States.
No, you couldn't do that before he was impeached. If you look at the law, he wasn't taken out of office, but once impeached, any criminal activity, and he's a sitting president, now he can. And that's how that's how the law book is written. That is a loophole in it. The president is damn near above every piece of law, but he was impeached. He just wasn't removed from office. There's still an impeachment on it. That's still in there. And with that, if any information comes up that the feds or any of them have, they can book him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, book him. And I had to go read that. And that's why people were so confused about what is an impeachment. Everybody went crazy, like, oh, he's impeached, he's out of here. No. He's not out of there. Got to go to a second round. But what being impeached, and it'll always be on your record, you can get booked now, buddy. You can be booked.
Mm-hmm. And I think they wait until after he's not the president no more. And then just get him on everything. Too. Yeah.
But why are you waiting? The longer you wait, the more destruction.
Bro, when you're the president,
what happened
it's
in
different.
4 years of this fool being president. 3.5 years.
When you're the president, it's different.
Every month, every day that goes by that fool's president, shit gets.
The thing is, though, bro, when you're the president, you got some powers you ain't know you could have. And then Trump made powers up and used them bitches. So it ain't like a fucking.
Did you just hear what you said? Did you hear what you said? He made rules up.
Yeah, bro. Think about that, bro. He's like, man, I can do this, and then everybody everywhere was like,
up as I go.
You cannot do this. This is not what he can do. And then he just did it anyway, bro. It is like, all right, who goes stop him? You know what I'm saying? So the fact of the matter is, when you're president, bro, it's different, bro.
Yeah.
You see how many people snitched on him, bro, and then they still was like, nah. Like 15 people snitched on him, bro. Like, think about that. If one person snitch on you, you usually over with. You book. You good. You good. You sitting down.
But what you gotta?
He had 15 people snitch on him quick. They singing, bro. Singing on TV nationally.
Hey,
bro.
These ain't your street level snitches. These is like federal snitches.
They had notes, bro. They had everything. They had that
federal
written down about that fool, bro.
Come on, bro. Niggas got videotapes.
Pictures.
It's videotapes.
Your lawyer's a mob lawyer going around doing some crazy shit, doing whatever you want. Your personal lawyer. This fool's the president. His personal lawyer going around and making crazy deals with Ukrainian mobsters. Now, that's crazy.
Man.
So again, I plead my case. When you president, is different.
That nigga Deboing. He Deboing the whole country. Somebody need to slap that nigga with a brick. Somebody need to slap
the whole world, bro. Think about that. Niggas forgot, bro. I ain't forgot. Niggas forgot that he was talking. Remember he went to United Nations and niggas was roasting him? And he started talking shit about people. He's like, that in Canada from Two-Face. This other nigga, he dirty. He's like, this other nigga, he stank. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he started going in on motherfucker. He on the same, bro. Boris Johnson, he thought he was on he got coronavirus now. He looked like a Batman villain. He over there.
Bro, he fucked off our whole relationship with Canada. Prime Minister of Canada, like, fuck us.
Yeah.
And you done pissed off Mexico. Now they be like, nope, you keep your ass over there. Remember, you didn't want us over there. Remember?
Yeah, bro. How you want us over there? Come on now, you've got to remember that. He also beefing with niggas, bro. You beefing with the biggest, like, niggas that run countries, bro. Think about that in real life. You just wake up one day like,
bro, he wasn't invited to the royal wedding. The Obamas is over there. Jay-Z and Beyonce over there. They told Trump, nah, you ain't get no invitation to this shit. The Queen, like, no, you can't come. The Queen had to go to Parliament. Like, remember at one time they wasn't going to let him in the country. We like, we don't give a fuck. We ain't got nothing to do with it. The Queen had to, like, hold on. Like, motherfuckers really ain't fucking with him, but guess what? He's still thugging. He's like a Debo. He's like a real life Debo, man. This nigga running up and down the block.
That's so interesting, bro. I gotta remember the country, bro. One of the countries when he was going around and visited, they put Trump's approval rating and then they put Obama approval rating on a building, and it was like 6% to like 80% or something like that. Maybe it was like 14 to 80 or something like that. Anyway, yeah. And it's crazy, bro. It's just interesting because even think about it, even if
I think it was London, bro.
Yeah, I think it was London. Even if it was like people are lying on him or whatever the fuck, nobody like him anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if people is lying on that nigga, obviously they not lying. But even if people is lying on that nigga or lying on that dude, everybody, it's like a huge amount of people with the same consensus that they don't fuck with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a huge amount.
Yeah. And it was the approval rating was 72 to 21. That was the
okay, there you go.
Yeah.
And they put it on a building like at night, like where he was flying. So he was flying in on a plane, you could see it.
Hey, where did he go to? And they had the blimp of him, the Donnie blimp.
I forgot.
I'm pretty sure that was London too. I'm almost positive that was.
They was gunning.
Bro, remember he came home and he felt so disrespected, and I'm looking at the TV like, what do you mean you feel disrespected? Look what you have done. For every action, there's a reaction.
I mean, it ain't even that, man. He motherfuckers don't fuck with him. He just don't care.
Hey, man, skip all that, man. Skip on this dude, man.
All right.
Yeah. He gets way too much attention as is, man. But
okay. Let's get back to some other joints.
Did you guys see what happened in Long Beach? Where the dude, you can look it up. A railroad conductor, he off-railed the train trying to run it into the naval ship, the hospital ship, saying that that's not what it is.
He was probably high, bro. He was on some. He was on something good.
He told the CHP, a CHP seen him, like, or it was a sheriff. And when he was asked, he said, "I want the American people to know that's not what that ship is. This is this, that, and the third." And he really tried to run a train into the ship, derailed it, and it hit some parked cars and some barriers, and it's over. And here comes a conspiracy theory. And I'm like, this is driving our country crazy.
That's wild, bro. He derailed a train. Like if the track go left, you can go right. Like, that's a thing.
You got to read it because he's been working for the railroad station for so long. However he did it, he didn't hop the tracks and called himself trying to run it into the naval ship that's supposed to be there.
He just knew how to do it and shit. He was like, oh, nigga.
Here it is. Here it is. Engineer intentionally crashes train near hospital ship Mercy, believing in weird coronavirus conspiracy, feds say. This is from the Washington Post.
That's crazy.
Let me see where speed, blah, 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 blah.
Our world going crazy, bro.
He said that you only get this chance once. The whole world is watching. The suspect, I had to. People don't know what's going on here. Now they will. And that was it. That was all he said.
What do you mean, now they will? No, you going to jail. They say you facing 20 plus years for messing with the federal government because all the railroad tracks are federal government tracks. You've been working there for hella years and it's still not national news. The reason I know.
20 years in prison. 20 years. He's facing 20 years in prison.
Dub.
And that's Fed time. That's Fed time.
That's crazy. I want to just put this in before I forget, man. I just seen it, bro. On somebody had like posted something on the book about like, it was like, man, it was like it was a lady, and she was pretty much saying, I'm not into this hoax thing. It was back when we was talking about hoax. And then the next little picture was like, GoFundMe for this lady who got the coronavirus. We talked about it. I said, man, this is so crazy. Shouldn't laugh at it, but it's just sad, you know what I'm saying? See how it's just like,
I feel it.
How it hits home, you know what I'm saying? It really don't affect you till it hit home.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people are gonna be healthy, but a lot of people aren't gonna be healthy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a double, you know what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword. You know, it's like it's not, you can't win.
It's
you know
no,
what I'm saying?
it's
Unless
like
you know.
Just like we said in the first episode, it's not about you. It's not about just you.
Yeah, it's about the collective, everybody trying to help everybody else. You know, I'm trying to help everybody.
Like again, like I feel like we get much more support as a whole, like overall, from everybody else but the government. The military, like I was explaining to y'all earlier, with my girl being on the ship, like she's supposed to come home next week. Her captain, her chain of command was like, no, you're not. We can't risk you guys getting sick with this shit. You know, nobody on the ship, luckily, is sick or caught anything. And it's like, we can't risk it right now. It's too easy. It's too easy, and you have military personnel who are losing their career helping people. You have people losing their lives helping people. You have companies donating millions and millions of money and supplies to help people, but yet what has the government that is put in a position for the people, because you're supposed to be for the people, what have you done?
Bro, I'm telling you, it's a problem. It's because people, it's tough for people to think for themselves, bro.
Can I also,
like Kaiser's a private healthcare company. They can't make their own decisions because the CDC sets guidelines. If they don't follow the CDC guidelines, they're liable for whatever happens, even if they go extra and above and beyond. What's the point of a private healthcare company if they can't make their own decision? There's a lot of things that people don't want to make their own decisions. That's why we salute that Navy captain, because he made his own decision. He didn't follow. He made his own decision. He knew he trained a long time to be able to make a decision like he did. His whole career was to be able to make that decision.
Yes, bro.
And people aren't ready. That's what I mean. Our nurses and our doctors are not ready for a pandemic like this. They don't have stockpiles. Kaiser doesn't have its own stockpile of stuff.
Yeah.
And they should. So there's a lot of things at play too. I know, because I hate, as much as anybody else, I am not fans of the government, but there's a problem when our population cannot make decisions for themselves. What's the point of a private healthcare company if they can't make their own damn decisions? You know what I mean? They can't do anything themselves. They don't do anything. They're not prepared. No one was prepared for anything like this.
Yeah.
No one was trained. You would, like I said, I'm comparing the doctors and the nurses to military soldiers. You would never have them go into war not trained. They are not trained for something like this. You know what I mean? And we don't even have the equipment for them. You know what I mean?
Hey, but I can tell you this though. We got enough Humvees for y'all. We got enough helmets for y'all. We got enough bullets for you. We got enough planes. We got enough this, that, and so on and so forth. We got enough. We got about $2.4 trillion that we can be like, hey, military, here you go. Like,
fuck all that.
Yeah.
We could throw that right to the Wall Street.
Bro, it comes from years of miseducation.
It's whatever, but when it's time to use these resources for when we really need them, like we actually really need them, like now we assed out.
I think the best thing that should be said is like your guys' platform right now. Like whoever know that I will meet you guys in San Diego just at a convention, and then where we at now, and we have to sit and say we're doing our part. No matter how many ears hear it, it got to be more of this. You know what I'm saying? Because what we seeing right now, the ones that are glorified and entertained and celebrated are still misleading the youth. You know, why are we totally caught up by memes and the ha-ha and kikis, but it's not on front page of everything, that it might not help, but they say that Jay-Z and Rihanna's foundation donated $2 million to the fight of the coronavirus. More need to be talked about the first responders and the nurses, you know, the mask, instead of pointing the finger of who did this, who not doing this, who not doing this, who did this.
Exactly.
You know? Because it's a vicious cycle where the argument, nothing's going to get done. But what I salute you three for, even having me a guest either here or there, not all the time, is I feel better having to voice it from the real than to help other people. Because now I think about you three and your family. Whoever would even think that? Like the humility of me coming out of, I'm more worried about other people right next to I'm worried about my own, you know? So my job is to like really lace my little homies, you know? I still got some little homies that's they out there tipping, you know? They still running around. I gotta have them conversations like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Because then I won't be right, you know? Have I had anybody sick that's close to me? No. Do I know somebody that has? Yes. And deaths. It's crazy because we still don't know how many it's going to touch, but we just keep seeing these mass deaths, but they're still on TV every day pointing a finger at what's not getting done right. Yeah. While all this arguing going on, there's still people dying.
And you know that prompts me to say it because it's like,
hey, what's the number now, Q? I know you had it pulled up before.
For who though?
The USA. Let's just say, yeah.
Or
it's
cases.
Like I think it's like
let's do both. Let's do both.
But it prompts me to say it's like every day that the government continues to drop the ball handling this situation, I'm hoping that's just one more American or one more mass of Americans realizing that, like, hey, the world is not the only thing that needs a reset. The world needs a reset. We need to reset. And so does the people that we put in position to make decisions on our behalf. A reset. Like, I'm not, like, you're pointing a finger and people are dying.
Can you zoom that in a little bit?
You know, and it's not even, we're not dying at the hands of somebody else. Like, there is no, you know, number one prime suspect, like, that we can just go after. Like, no, this is health. This is life. This is life.
Motherfucking ads, boy. Well, we're at 306,000 cases in the U.S. and then 8,350 deaths. And just today alone, we're at already 946 deaths. And that's, I mean, we're not even close to the end of the day. And then 29,000 new cases.
Go up.
And so that's it's been going up.
So 900 people died today.
Yeah, so 946.
Hey,
and we'll look at
the numbers though.
1,328. So I mean, it's been going up every day. So we can look at total cases right here in the U.S. Let's look at total deaths right here. April 3rd, 7,404. So you can see it keeps going up every day. I mean, it's exponential growth. It's not going to stop for a while.
Hey. Not gonna stop for a while because niggas don't want to stay in the house. I mean, people. I shouldn't just say my people.
Even though I feel you, it ain't just them. It ain't just them.
It's everybody.
People.
We posted about they put out a report about people that went down to Cabo for spring break during the coronavirus, and like
I seen it, and all of them got sick.
And
all of them.
It's like.
Bro, I just passed some quarantine booty up.
It's the quarantine booty?
I just passed. Like, and it was enticing. Pull all the way up on me. I'm outside. Come out at me. When I walked outside, like, what's happening? 6 feet from the car window, like, what's happening? Come on, boy, ride with me. Oh, I can't do it. Why you acting like that, Mike? Look, girl, don't play with me. My little lung weak. I had pneumonia. I had pneumonia like over a year and a half ago. I'm like, girl. She like, boy, you serious? I'm like, as a heart attack. I'm like, I catch the COVID-19. I said, if I catch the COVID-19, it might beat me up, wear me out. So what I'm gonna do? I'm about to go back in the house and watch these bootleg movies on these websites I
got. That's real shit, man. That's real shit. Like,
hey,
it's
not a game, bro. Yeah,
bro,
this
I'm
is
back.
life altering. Hey, think about that. This is life altering.
Bro, I'm fat. I don't turn nothing down but my collar. I just turned down some ass. It felt no way about it. Like,
I'm good. No. Hey, how the baby's like, he's like, no, I don't want it. No means no. I don't.
Vagina or life? Vagina or life? Vagina.
Yeah, but you see the numbers though. California, like, states are literally jumping California.
Bro,
I think Louisiana.
Look at Michigan.
Can you pull it back up again?
Man, Detroit. Hey, pull up Detroit. Detroit out there again.
Yeah.
That was yesterday. Let me go here. Yeah, Louisiana's about to pass us today, maybe. That's
Massachusetts might pass us by the weekend.
Florida. Look at Illinois.
Where's Michigan at?
Michigan's already above us.
Michigan passed us 2 days ago.
Michigan and Jersey.
See?
You see what I'm saying? Like,
plus 10,000? That's crazy.
We'll look at yesterday because those are final numbers. Look, 41 deaths in California. Washington is right here. Washington's doing good too, only 19. But look,
remember, Washington was a hot spot on the West Coast.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, hold on, I'm
62 in Michigan yesterday, 60 in Louisiana. Come on, that's much more than California's 41.
Yeah. Hey, hold up, Q. I'm about to send you this article to pull up because it was from.
What does it say in New York?
You can share it, bro.
I can't find the share button on here. Where's it at again?
It's at the bottom of the screen. It says share screen.
Oh yeah, the big green button. All right, bet.
Where was New York at?
Oh, New York's getting hammered, bro. I feel bad.
You know why? Because they did not listen. They just started getting hard on the flattening the curve. They talking about giving out tickets if you don't have a mask and gloves outside. I have posted on Straight Lace No Chase a picture of the subway station. You know, the governor is on TV every day giving a speech, but it is too late. And I hate to say it because they're all human lives. It's crazy when you bound to get burnt if you play with fire. And
yeah, like it's just like when you were a kid and your parents tell you don't touch the stove because it's hot. They tell you numerous times, don't touch the stove because it's hot.
First thing you do, put your hand on.
Burned. You're gonna get burned. And then you sit there, you think fat meat is greasy, you touch it, you get burned, and you be like, ah. And now you're looking at the parent like, why didn't you do nothing? Why didn't you do anything? And it's like, I tried to tell you. You don't want to listen. So that's what happens. This is what it sucks. It sucks. And trust me, I'm not saying
down a little bit.
Nobody. I'm not saying nobody deserves to die, but like the people that continuously disobeyed orders, stay home orders, and then you got sick, like that's on you. You brought that upon yourself. I can't do nothing for you. You grown. You know right from wrong. You knew the wrong thing to do was to come out, be outside your house right now, and you did it anyways. And I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, look at San Francisco. Look at the Bay. That's really good.
Yeah.
Hey,
that line. Yep, that's the best line out of all of them, bro. That's the slowest.
Bro, that's because the mayor was the first one. That was 2 weeks ago. That was 2 weeks ago. She shut it down, and then the only problem they had was at first when she shut cookies down. She shut all the dispensaries down. Berner went on a tirade like, no, this is essential. People need their medicine. She opened the dispensaries back up the next day.
And that was it, and that set
my bad.
Yep.
Like, hey, you know,
it set the bar though. That made it so everybody, the whole state, you're not gonna say dispensaries are non-essential. That shit,
Berner's an advocate for the medicine, because at first it was funky, and he went and hollered, and they had shut down Bernie's on hate, and then also he got the other cookies, the cookies, and then she cracked them back open, because there's like 7 counties in the Bay that follow San Francisco. You know, Oakland was the last. What's that? Santa Rita County, and then San Jose, then Monterey County, and then my county. Because I'm right next. Because I'm coming from north to south. Then Santa Barbara right behind me. You know what I'm saying? Ventura, and then but LA jumped. Like as soon as San Luis Obispo County hit, it was like 5 hours later the mayor of LA.
Look at this though. Hey, look. So it said this article came out April 1st. Saying that Massachusetts has just started ordering people to stay home 8 days ago. So it's been about 10 days now. And then you look at where they're at right now compared to us.
Yeah, they're coming in hot, bro. Massachusetts is, bro.
Look at that.
Bro, what did Jay-Z say? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Numbers don't, So I thought that was a really good article because, like I said, it goes back to talking about us and Governor Newsom and how he's handled this. Like, for California to be obviously the second most populated state in the world, in the country, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are ahead of you in terms of like being on a worse scale than where we are. Like, you gotta
watch Illinois though. Illinois governor, he just went on TV last night and said, we're not California. Y'all keep your eye on Illinois. And this is, and excuse the way I'm going like this. This is not betting. I'm not doing it like I'm at the bookie, right? But just watch these numbers. So if the shelter in and the social distancing is working, why is nobody else following suit?
Yeah. Exactly.
At one time, look at Washington. Look how far they're down right now.
Yeah. Even Connecticut is starting to pop too. Look at that, 34 deaths today.
And Washington was the original state. Washington was the original hotspot. Y'all remember that?
Look at Louisiana.
With the nursing home, that shit set everything off.
Yeah,
we're lucky because that shit started everything.
So
you got to salute Washington. They're flattening the curve.
Yeah, and which again we see it right here. With San Francisco, there's Seattle from March 13th to,
It's crazy, bro. But if it works, man. The numbers are not going to lie. So, you know what? I just don't want to live. I want to survive, bro. It's a fine line of not just protecting yourself, but also doing your part as in to help others.
I agree.
So far, 195 people have died in Washington.
Mm-hmm. They got those numbers on. Go back to the world odometers. And then the third column, that's total deaths. So if you look, Louisiana's already got more deaths than California. And you got Illinois coming in right behind it.
Yeah.
If we go by total deaths, this is where it's at. Look at that. 1, 2, 3,
even
4,
Washington's
5 states
have
passed us.
Just 2 more, but yep. And that's going to change too. There's going to be a lot more states above us by the end of this.
So yeah, it's
like New York is at 3,000.
Bro, I'm telling you, New York it's super real in New York, bro. Look at that.
That's just sad.
They're their own Italy, bro. They're their own Italy. Look at yesterday how many deaths. They had over 500 deaths yesterday just in New York, right? 680, bro. That's Italy numbers, bro. When Italy was coming up, bro. Italy peaked at like 912 deaths. You're gonna see 1,000 deaths in a day in New York soon in a couple days.
Remember those numbers and look at it now. Like Italy's
at 681, and that's today. Yep, there you go. And they're on their down peak. Look at France, bro. 1,000, bro.
There's just no way this. No.
I'm not watching none of them movies. Contagion, none of that shit.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Delaney or Walter, you guys got a boot quote? I think we're getting towards the end of this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You got it, Walt?
You say the quote and I'll talk about it.
I'll say the quote. You what? I'll give a quote and I'll give my feedback on it, and then I'll let you do it then. How about that?
You got it. Yeah. That's what I was talking about.
All right. All right, but I feel like this kind of ties in. Well, hold on.
Turn your sharing off.
Oh, yeah. My bad. My bad. Let me.
You need some help?
No. I got it. Relax.
I know. I'm talking shit. You know, you a newbie at this young quote life.
No, it ain't.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Walter. You should be prepared, bro. You know we're.
I know. Oh, I do have one. I just want to let Delaney go ahead and get it. I got one.
Always, bro. We've been doing this for 3 years. You always got your booth quote at the last second. Every single episode, right, bro.
So here we go. You can control the things that happen to you. You say you can't control the things that happen to you, but you can control the way you react to them. And I feel like right now, like that couldn't be more true. Like we're in a messed up time. I get it. It's hard. It sucks. It's the last way any of us would like to be going about our lives, but it's for now, it's the reality of it, and you can still make a positive out of any particular situation, no matter how dark, how bad. You can always react to it in a different way. So, I feel like that kind of plays on, what you was talking about last week, Walter. Is like there's ways you can react to any given situation, and the only way we'll ever be able to get past this and grow from it is to react in a positive way. That's mine.
Yeah, no, I like that quote a lot too, bro. So, like he was saying, I need to be prepared with the quotes better. So I need to go ahead and get this one right. I think it's 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to what happens to you. So it's like really how you perceive the situation and how you do actions after the original stimulus. Like after the first thing hits you, how do you react to it? Now you can choose to look at it. Now everything that happens to you in life is neither negative or positive. We just attach an emotion to it because we're humans. So if you look at everything, and if you choose to, more so often than not, obviously because we're humans and we get sad and happy and all these other secondary emotions, but if you have your core or your base on like a positive, or always trying to help or give, or I guess be more about growth, personal development, not even that, just helping yourself and helping other people, then at the end of the day, everything else that'll come back to you will always be good and positive. Same thing.
Yeah.
And so you just got to work on your reaction, work on your base, and then more times than not, your reaction will be whatever that base is. So that's why I really like that. So yeah, boo on that, because right now if you ain't got no base right now, you going crazy, nigga, because you can't. You know what I'm saying? We not controlled. You know what I'm saying? We're not feeling like we're in control, I guess. Kobe legend, Mambo. So yeah, boom.
Hall of Fame.
That's all I got.
That sucks though, but yeah, boop on that.
That's all I got, man. Appreciate y'all.
I appreciate y'all, man. Always have me a guest on your platform, man. I rock with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's also teaching me how to get my bag about my platform. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good conversation, man. Y'all got a hell of game. I also enjoy the feedback I get from posting you guys on my YouTube and my page, man. Hope some more cats is tapping in. You know, thank y'all.
We appreciate you, man.
Already. Holla at you, big dog.
Perspective, the education, all of that kind of stuff. Because I feel like this one, you told us. Well, I can't speak for Q and Walter, but I think there was a lot of things that you were telling me, educating us about that I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't know about it all.
You know,
yeah,
I appreciate.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all too. I just from the time I'm doing, the time I've done, I still got a bad habit of reading. And when you read, you got to decipher the real from the bullshit. And I do take my time out of the day, do it, and I just compute it. You know what I'm saying? And try to give it back, because you know how it is. It's like he said, she said, he said, she said. So I always try to give it how I got it. You know what I'm saying? And then fact check it. You know, you got to fact check it. You know, I don't never want nobody to come back. That didn't happen. He was on an activated lion. That, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Exactly. Hey. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah. We appreciate you, big dog, man. You be safe out here.
Yeah,
all the time, man. Blessings
coming on, bro. For real.
Yeah, all the time. Blessings to you and y'all family, man. We gonna chop it up some more, man.
Yeah, be safe out here.
All right, then, for sure. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Hey, appreciate it, bro.
All right, I appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all be easy and stay safe. Blessings to you and your family.
Boo. Same to you.
And that's season, what is that, episode 3? Episode 3 is season 3. We gone, yo.
3 for 3.
3 for 3.
Season
I'm gonna
3.
stop the recording now.